don't know about you guys, but modern bodybuilding really doesn't do it for me. I don't find the prospect of being a 300-pound, 5% anabolic gorilla all that appealing. I really don't. And yet these are the faces of bodybuilding nowadays, right? I started thinking about how we don't have really that many examples of men who have trained for 10 or so plus years and achieved insane, phenomenal, amazing physiques and feats of strength like we used to, right? Back in 80, 100 years ago, we had people like Steve Reeves, John Grimmick, we had Eugene Sandow, Bobby Pandor. We had a bunch of these guys, right, who were natural and had achieved phenomenal physiques and like mind-blowing feats of strength and just human achievements that you could not even comprehend, right, for the most part. And nowadays, we have an absolute epidemic of people who will literally train for 6 months, experience a little snag in the road, and immediately hop on PEDs. And it's becoming so prevalent that now if you're natural, you're almost like the ugly duckling. It's kind of fucking crazy if you think about it. So I guess where I'm going with this is it's kind of depressing that there aren't many examples of people who are achieving amazing things without the use of anabolics. But I started also thinking about the people who have. There are a handful of them, and they are rising to prominence. And these are the people like Alexander Leonidas, Jeffrey Verity Schofield, Bald Omni-Man. There are a couple more. Omar Isuf, Alan Thrall. There are actually a decent amount of them now who've been training for a decade or more, and they're in the spotlight again. And more of them are starting to actually turn up. Basement Bodybuilding as well. He's a relatively newer one. And that's been actually really inspiring me and motivating me to kind of stay true to what I'm doing here. And it made me realize that I also want to be one of these men, one of these great examples of people who have trained for decades to show you what is possible without destroying your health to get it faster, right? To show you why it is a worthwhile endeavor to dedicate your life to lifting. Because we just don't have that much anymore, you know? There's a pressure nowadays, actually, especially on online. If you want to garner any sort of following, there's so much of a pressure to get on PEDs. There's so much of a pressure to take the easy way out and fucking, you know, destroy your health for a following count. It's wild because everybody else is, you know. It's commonly accepted shit. It's depressing, man. It's really depressing. But I swear to become an example of what can be achieved completely naturally. And I think I'm well on my way there. You know, I haven't been training for very long. I'm only like 3.5 years into this. I understand that for the most part, I am a baby and I have a long way to go and I have a lot to learn, but I know I won't give up. Time's gonna pass me by anyway, and I'm gonna invest it exactly where it needs to go. If you're watching this video, you're in a similar position to me, stay natural, put in the years, put in your time, and become one of these great men who can then look back as a role model to the new generation of lifters, and you can pass on your knowledge and also pass on the hope, right? Because nowadays, everything's artificial, everything is bleak, everything seems so inauthentic and just kind of depressing, to be honest. So it's just so valuable to have that. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. Kind of a different video than the ones I normally post, but I don't know, just kind of had it on my mind and I was like, shit, let me just make this little think piece. Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Leave your opinion. You know, if you want to see more content like this, you just let me know too. See you.